This is some great gameplay now.
Oh yeah. Every once in a while, a ship flies in front of me or in front of them where I can see and I can tell that my turrets are tracking and firing. I'm seeing what's happening. Most of our kills are happening outside the range of our collection limpets. You know, because it's like 1.8 kilometers for the collector limpets.
Oh, that
Yeah,
Python's going down.
when I was following you, I actively moved the place to collect. So does that mean everyone's shopping?
Yeah,
Pretty
three
much,
of us.
yeah. I can't tell if I'm still on target on you, Happy.
Yep, you're fine.
Alright, I'm backing up a little to try and spread out our collector limpets so we cover a bigger area. I'm actually at the distance from you that my collector limpets will go. 1.8 kilometers.
Okay, and I'm at 1.1 from you, so I'll back up slightly.
Yeah, see if that makes any difference for the amount of collection we're getting.
You set up a macro so that my healing beam goes off once in a while, just to get the distributor back up.
I just turned off one of my turrets and it's usually enough. I only have when there's a lot of targets around and all my lasers are firing continuously, it'll go down a little, then it comes back up. But it's not like my shields are going down. I mean, I have 1700 with 55, 63, and 64 resistances, so they're pretty strong.
What's your weapons recharge? Right.
No idea why.
You can look at it in the modules.
Oh, under the distributor?
Mm-hmm.
Engineering?
Yeah, just look at the stats on the modules. Mine's 8.21.
I have a grade 4 weapon focus, and my weapons recharge is 8.69.
Well, that's my issue.
Yeah, you have probably grade 3.
No, grade
Or
5,
then-
charge enhanced. Because I looked online and it said online like shipbuilder said that it had a higher weapons recharge. So I was like, well, that's kind of stupid, but I guess it was wrong.
Way. That was the old way. In the old engineering, weapons focused only went to level 3, and you could actually get a higher weapons recharge with the grade 5 charge enhanced. But now you can go to grade 5 weapons focused and get a much better recharge.
Mm. So I guess I'll have to do that.
Fine.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna run get a rubber band, see if that makes any difference.
Okay. It's an anaconda. Always gotta run into me. Oh.
I don't really care if I collect a lot of mats. I make 50 million credits on all these missions. That'll be good enough.
Yeah, have you had any complete yet?
I don't know. I have 60 kills so far on one.
I'm like, oh, 29. Ugh.
All right, there's a rubber band. That's going to be... Maybe it was just getting loose over time. I don't know.
Okay, one of my missions is just completed.
Commander, what's a rubber band for?
Hold my trigger down.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Look up, scroll up in general chat and watch that video that Happy posted the link for. The Heelys for Feelies or whatever video, and you'll see what we're doing.
Okay.
I don't know why we didn't think of this. Like, this is so simple.
I've done this before. I've done this before with local and might have been Grisbane. We got on about 4 kilometers apart in a triangle around a capital ship, and we parked and just put everything on fire at will, healed each other, and collected continuously while we were there. We did something very much like this, just no rubber band. Because I guarantee you, if you stop firing at each other and you watch, our shields will go, several minutes without needing to be charged up.
About the rubber banding, who created the wing and who was first in that zone?
No. The rubber band is to hold the trigger so that you don't get your sore finger.
It's real life.
Oh,
real
okay. It's not network rubber banding, but actually rubber band. Okay, I get it.
Put the rubber band on your mouse.
Yeah, the rubber band's working better. The Velcro must have just not been holding tight enough. Must have been allowing it to just unpress the little micro button.
This is quite entertaining if you look. I can see my stream of limpets coming up.
Yeah, I'm watching your limpets come right up to your ship.
I'm getting some max ranged.
Oh, my beam laser stopped firing even though the rubber band's not been moved. I don't get it.
Maybe it's something to do with your mouse?
Nope. It's whenever I go into a menu and I look and then I come back, it stops firing the weapons.
Do you use HOTAS?
Yes.
Yeah, same with me. That happens to me as well if I move around. It takes it because
Use a mouse.
the button becomes the primary selector, so it no longer is firing.
Yes, and that's also why I'm not going into free look, because I have common buttons between firing and maneuvering, and it just won't work. This is fine.
So this is why it'll work with me, because I've got a mouse.
See, I'm
Yeah,
going to
and you
enable
have-
my mouse just for firing mode.
You have different buttons for camera than for firing.
Okay, that's hilarious.
Yep.
I'm
So there's
streaming
3
now,
of
so
us out
streaming.
here, and we're
Basically,
shooting each
just...
other.
Oh dear. That is so funny.
Can't alt tab. Oop.
And I only have a grade 4 weapons enhanced distributor, so I had to turn off one of my size 2 turrets. Plus I used what I had, so 2 of my size 2 turrets are long-range beam lasers. So I turned off one of them, and it made the difference to be able to keep the distributor charged up.
Seriously, that's hilarious. Does it work really well as the video says?
Yep.
It's working. You know, I'm getting kills. I'm up at around 70 kills
Nice.
for just parked here doing nothing for 25 minutes.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
I don't think I'm getting a huge amount of materials, but I'm getting some.
Just the fact though, it's pretty funny.
You got a anaconda with plasmas on you. There, mend it.
It's not hurting me. He's blowing up my limpets, though.
Just trying to run away.
That's why I wanted to bring the fighter.
Now he's coming back.
Then I could target and send him after things.
Oh, he's gonna shoot me. No!
Oh, yeah.
I was really close to my limpets.
See, I'm looking, all my limpets are just parked. They're not doing anything.
Let me see.
All 6 of
All your
them
limpets are dead.
parked down there.
I don't see any live ones. I think they're out.
I got a whole bunch of them just parked right under me, and they keep getting destroyed, and then new ones pop out.
Yeah, I can't see Finrocks either.
I see a couple of yours. Anaconda just died. I see a whole swarm of limpets following something around.
I wonder if we
They
could do
must
this in a
be low.
Haz-Res
Sure,
with a couple gold on you.
sure. It would work. Your limpets all just ran out and picked up that whole anaconda load full of stuff. It's fun watching them go out and then stream back.
Oh man, I'm already blasted through 208 limbits.
Yep. But you know, you look at it this way. There are 100 credits. You pick up one grade 5 material, and in a mission, that would be 500,000 credits gone. That's, you know, when you take them for mission rewards, if grade 5s are 500,000 credits. You can throw a lot of limpets at this. Alright, I'll be right back. Gotta go make some coffee.
Yeah, I think this is pretty stable. I want to do some dishes.
I'll monitor.
So you guys are in a conflict zone and grabbing some materials while killing ships, or?
Yep,
Yep.
we're in a triangle, just healing beams and turreted lasers.
So what you're saying is that you guys are in the perfect circle jerk.
Yes.
That's
triangle.
perfect.
No, 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 no. A wing can hold 4 people, and they're only with 3, so it's not perfect yet.
Finrock, your laser isn't on Minda anymore. There you go.
I know. I was just waiting for it to recharge.
You're just jealous, Cyber, because you want to get in the middle of that.
Actually, I did it all on my own last week when with the community goal. I went in with a cutter with a lot of collector limbits.
Okay.
It was hilarious. I was flying with a couple of Mobius pilots with chieftains and all the kind of stuff, you know.
No, sorry. Be right back. Kids up.
Okay. And Fenrock, did you already apply for a new job with Frontier?
Yeah, of course. Looked great.
Did you see the message I posted in general?
Yeah, fun fact.
Oh man, if that's true, that's not no longer fun anymore. If 3 senior people over there they manage to release all the crap, then they have a serious problem there, you know.
Definitely.
Three senior people already left the team over there.
No, there are 3 senior people actually working on quality control over there.
Oh.
Oh, Menti got blasted.
Yeah, I gotta try to get back into his.
You're right.
Okay, 1 second.
Well, that looks like some nice targets around here.
You just
You got bumped.
Some nice
And I'm trying to get myself back.
I
into line
just
of
put
fire.
my thing back on you. The coffee's brewing. There you go. Are you? Is that hitting you
Yeah, it's fine.
adequately?
I've got my limpets facing away from you, so.
I can
Maybe
tell
better.
there's a lot of targets around me right now because my distributor's at half power.
So what are you doing now? Watching some Netflix movies or something?
I am watching to make sure it's stable, and then we're gonna go do some dishes.
I'm brewing coffee.
I've just moved to my second finger because the first one's getting sore.
You need a rubber band.
Next time I will. I've got to go in an hour and 13 minutes to go to the airport to pick somebody up.
Set up a macro. We'll be here all night. I'm just waiting for our allies to get in front of our beams long enough to make them mad at us. So everyone's after us.
$80 ships. I don't think that'll happen with these lasers. The lasers just don't do enough DPS. If we were doing rail guns or plasmas or things like that, maybe. Frag cannons.
Yeah, I'm not getting that many ships. It's a little sad.
We could stop and move,
No, we don't need to move. What do you mean?
as in more towards the centre.
No, it's fine. These things got 6 kilometers on them.
Yeah, but I've got, I'm hardly picking anything up. I've got no valid collection targets at all.
Alright, let's go to the center.
Do you guys know what's the maximum field of vision you can have configured in Elite?
If you use the in-game thing, it's 60% or 60 degrees. If you use ED Profiler, you can set it up to 100.
Okay, yeah, I'm using ED Profiler, so 100 something. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna move 1.8 kilometers away from the conflict zone.
The problem with setting it like that is it severely distorts the image as you get towards the edges of your screen. You'll see real bad distortion.
Yeah, I don't need to have the 180 is enough, but yeah, okay.
Where are you, Amanda? Oh, there you are. I'm shooting Amanda
Towards the
again.
center.
All right, I'm 3 kilometers from Happy and 1.5 kilometers from the conflict zone.
Oh, you're out of my range with the beam laser.
Trying to move.
Okay, just come closer to you. Okay, there we go.
I'm just going to move a little bit further back from the Mendit.
Okay.
Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
Alright, I'm still.
Limpet drone.
Yeah, me too.
You two what?
He's still.
All right. Are you seeing my beam hitting you?
Yep. You're hitting me.
Because we're at the extreme range of our healing on efficient beam. I'm right at 2.97. So.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, you're getting me.
But we tested this one night, Local and I, that regen is not based on the amount of damage that you do, so distance doesn't have anything to do with it. Thermal vent is the opposite. Thermal vent is based on how much damage you do, so if you have damage drop off, which all lasers do, unless they're long range, you do less thermal venting at long ranges than you do close up. So you always put thermal vents on long range.
Programming limpet drone.
I'm seeing a couple of materials being picked up, but it's not extreme. It's not like continuously.
Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Under attack.
Oh shit, I'm not aiming at you.
Programming limpet drone.
There we go.
Yeah, there's nothing hitting me anyway.
Now I've got you, right?
Yep, I see it. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm watching Fenrock's limpet drones fly around. They seem to be busy.
Yeah, I get maximum expired distance a few times, unfortunately. Yeah, grid resistors, hybrid capacitors.
Try to. I think I was destroying your limpets there because it would micro adjust to you. To your limpets.
Are you? Is that better? Are you hitting my top instead of my bottom then?
Yeah, I made your top. I think it's better
That's
now.
what I just did. I just turned my top towards Fenrock so that it's less likely to be an issue.
Oh, someone hit me. Python.
Yeah, they do that. Crash right into you.
Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone.
Fucking Type 9's gonna bump into me. It's it is bumping into me. Oh, stop it!
It's bumping you a little closer to me.
You're missing me at the moment.
Yeah, it bumped me out of there. There you go.
So I think the correct build for this is a grade 5 weapons focused distributor. Your 4 size 2s need to be long range bursts, because bursts have less distributor draw than pulses to size 2 and below. Your 3s need to be long range pulses.
So is that for the entire burst that they have less distributor range, or is it do you multiply it by 3? For the
No,
draw?
the overall draw is based on the cycle, and they have lower power draw and pulse lasers have lower power draw and higher distributor draw. Burst lasers have lower distributor draw and higher power draw. I don't know why that is, but that's the way it comes out when you look at it in outfitting and compare them, you know, side by side.
Okay, I'm going to disconnect from Discord for a second.
Oh, I finally found something that can keep the mouse button down. I programmed the mouse button to also be fire, so now I don't need to hold the button anymore.
That'll save your hand. On my 3s, I actually have efficient. So I have an efficient pulse and an efficient burst, because that's what I had in storage. And if I didn't have those, I wouldn't be able to run the 3 size 2s that I'm running. But I've only got a size 4, a grade 4 distributor roll.
So I got my phone on Discord. I want to mute myself, but I can still hear you guys. So let me know if I get off target or whatever.
Okay.
I'll be right back when we get my coffee.
Just charging. There we go.
Alright, I'm back. Fenrock, it's your turn to take a break. I'll keep everything operating smoothly while you're gone.
Cheers, mate. I'm alright. I'll just sit here watching. See how my missions are doing.
Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired.
I've still got hundreds of these buggers to kill.
Oh yeah, me too. I figured out why my limpets aren't doing anything. Everything that's out there is full and is blocked off. Everything in my range.
Alright.
What? Jeez.
That's okay. I want to complete a couple of these massacre missions first, before I go trade out material.
Identity composites 197.
Yeah, that's like a grade 3 material. You should be able to hold 200. Once it gets full, if you get a notice that says your collection thing is full, you need to go in and target one and then block it so your limpets don't mess with it, because I don't think it does it automatically yet. I haven't seen that work. They said that was something they were instituting, but I haven't seen it work.
Programming limpet drone. Collect a limpet expired.
Amend it, you're not shooting.
Collect a limpet expired. Programming limpet drone.
I was in the menu for a
Nice.
second.
That's alright.
It takes a long time for the shields to go down.
Yeah, true. The one thing I jumped into the menu for was to enable my mouse button to be a fire as well as my HOTAS. And you can use all the menus with your HOTAS as normal whilst the left mouse button's down. And he'll continue firing.
There's no way I can press my left mouse button. It's a thumb button on a trackball. It's on the side.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
gonna work.
That's a shame. Well, you could bind it to one of the keys on the keyboard, like the Enter bottom right, if you've got a full-size keyboard, and just rest a book on it.
Programming limpet drone. Collect a limpet expired. Programming limpet drone.
I could use my little macro program and tell it to push the button.
Programming limpet drone. Collect
And
a limpet
it'll push the button and repeat over and over and over again
Programming limpet drone.
every so many microseconds for me. Yeah, I can't. It doesn't have a function. This one's too simple. It doesn't have a function to push and hold. Oh, maybe it does. I might be able to do that. Let me take a break. I'll see if I can do that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Then I'll get it to push that button on my mouse and make the mouse button a fire button again.
Yeah, worked for me.
Be right back.
Programming limpet drone. Collect a limpet expired.
Uh-oh, my laser has gone off.
Drone.
There we go.
Programming limpet
Thank ya.
How do I blacklist an item?
You have to select one and tell it to remove it from your collection list. Which is the stupidest thing.
So I've
There
got to
should be a
select
way
one of
from-
my limpets.
No. Go to your,
No, you
Contact.
select one of the targets on your contacts panel.
and then it'll be Loctite or add to ignore list.
Yeah.
Oh, that
I
one,
would-
okay.
I think you should be able to look through your list while you're in the station even. Select what you want to collect and what you want to ignore and, you know, mess with that list whether you're in the presence of one to be collected or not, because that's ridiculous.
Programming limpet drone. Collect a limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Collect a limpet expired.
Are you in menu, Amanda?
Yeah, I was watching his shields.
No worries. Just double checking while I'm here. So I'll be a boop, 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 ping. Yeah, your microphone's not working.
Oh no.
Programming limpet drone. Collect a limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
Alright, removed 6 things from my block list because they're no longer full.
Programming limpet
Nope.
Nope.
Still can't hear you.
Still.
expired.
So yesterday by Cyber it was both of us, not just you. Alright, I've completed my 90. Oh, that's beginning to come through.
Yeah, he's repeating us.
Oh, okay. I finished my 90 and 15 into my next one.
Incoming
See, watch. I'm not firing. Look how long it takes for Happy Shields to even get dim on that outer ring. Man, it's forever in here.
I've got a lot of resistance augmented on them.
That just it doesn't make any difference. In here, there's not enough things shooting at you continuously to dim your shields down.
Yeah.
They charge back up too quick.
Mm-hmm.
They're just starting to turn pink right now. That was 40 seconds of not firing at you for them to even begin to dim.
Hey guys.
Hey, Z.
Are you still holding the rubber band down?
Oh yeah.
Alright.
I got a book on mine.
I'm doing dishes.
That's pretty awesome.
We're keeping this ship operational. So, I've used almost 300 limpets now.
Like I say, I'm about halfway through, about 250.
Yeah, I'm down to 220. So when we get to 0, when we're all three of us are out of limpets, we'll go back to the station and rearm.
Yep.
I don't understand how you guys don't draw down the distributor.
Because we're in cutters, and cutters with the proper turrets and proper weapons distributor, you can just fire continuously.
Alright.
And we only need 2 pips in systems, because we're constantly healing each other with a size 4 beam.
Nice.
So yeah, weapon-focused power distributor with super conduits on.
Nope.
Yeah, mine's only grade 4, and I only had to turn off one of my long-range beam turrets. If I was up at grade 5, I could probably fire that other long-range beam turret.
Is the super conduit kind of like if you use charge enhanced, is super conduit kind of a standard?
Super conduit adds recharge rate. There's another one that adds back in some of your capacitor you sacrifice a little recharge rate and get bigger capacitors.
Got it. I was just wondering if there's a clear winner between super conduits. I think the other one was called
Boss cells or something like that. It depends. It depends on what kind of weapons you're using. Like we're using all lasers, so super capacitors is better because they don't draw much distributor at a time. So you just need recharge rate for continuous fire. But if you were using something like PAs or rails that use a huge chunk of distributor per shot, you might want the bigger capacitor with a slightly lower recharge. So the boss cells would be better for that.
what's it called? The it's cluster capacitor, I think it's called.
That's
right?
it. That's it. Yeah.
I'm basically watching a shitload of Amendit's limpets coming in. It's quite beautiful.
Oh yeah, they just went out. I saw them launch out to go get something that got killed. It's pretty fun. When we killed an anaconda earlier, I got to watch Happy's limpets just all stream out and grab all the things and come back. It was pretty funny, like a little parade.
Incoming mission critical message.
I can just see yours out of the corner of my cockpit, and I can see Happy's. They're all streaming out doing their job.
Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone.
I moved a little bit, Fenrock. I'm out of your beam. Thank you.
Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired.
Two missions down, 8 of 80 on this third mission.
Programming limpet drone.
Are you allied at that faction?
Programming limpet drone.
No, I don't think I've been there before.
Oh well, you'll be shortly. I'm allied with them. My missions are worth like 7 to 12 million. Oh,
Nice.
Even if I don't collect any materials, this is good.
Well, that's it. While I go off to pick up, I've got to leave in about 40 minutes. Yeah. When I go off, I'll just leave it with the button pressed. And
Are you sure?
it'll take me an hour and a half to get there and back. No, it'll take me probably a couple of hours, so that's probably too long to leave it.
Maybe, I think. Hey, 5, 10, 15 minutes, no big deal. Check and go back to doing what you were doing, but being gone for 2 hours?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, we'll do this for another 40 minutes. I mean, we've got, what, 5 days on the mission? We could do a bit of this tomorrow as well.
Oh, yeah. I doubt I have 40 minutes worth of limpets left, but we'll see. But I'll hang until your limpets are empty.
Down to 234.
I'm at 157. I'm a waster. Keep getting blown up. Something's shooting them when they go out to get the target.
Well, I can see them coming into your lower half.
Oh, I get a few, but I see them go out to pick something up, and then it says, "Oh, collection destroyed," and then another one runs out to pick it up, and then it gets destroyed, and it might take 3 or 4 to pick up one item.
Do you think it's hitting something? Like hitting an obstacle?
Yeah, like ships that are in the way.
All right, new test.
That works.
Sound pretty good. Yay!
Well, what happened to me before was that it just kept hitting space junk.
Oh yeah, but in this situation, space junk is
Destroyed
enemy
ships.
and friendly ships that are just flying around like crazy.
Fair enough.
Or it could be mine and Fenrocks are fighting each other over it, and mine are just losing.
Most of mine are A's. It probably is. I had them lying around. B's, I think, have got about 0.3 kilometre more or something.
Yeah. They go a little bit further, but they don't last as long. And they're like, yeah, whatever.
Oh, am I getting? Is this gaining my towards elite on my combat ranking as well?
Absolutely. We're in a conflict zone. We're killing.
Awesome.
Yeah, Happy was started this at 63% deadly. If it goes as usual, should be about a couple of percent an hour, 1 to 2% an hour. But we're not actively trying to kill, so maybe 1%. That's the way it used to be. I mean, if they've changed it, we'll see.
Yeah, it's gone up between 1 and 2%. I notice.
All the sound, game sound and Discord.
Ooh, I can't hear any of your game sound in Discord.
On your stream. Yeah, you're also streaming the Discord, so I'm not sure if that was the idea, but just saying.
I can turn it off.
Doesn't bother me.
If it works like intended, then it's okay, but
Well, I've got it deliberately on as a stream oriented.
Nice, 33 of 72. That's moving along well.
so basically you need a different configuration for harvesting or what you do right now than when you go fighting with the cutter.
A little bit different. This is more weapons focused, so that you can you know, keep your weapons firing continuously, including the huge. Although when I go harvesting, I just put a turret up there and put it on fire at will and leave them fire constantly. Do the same thing, so it's a little bit different rig out. And then internals is 2 size 8 cargo rats filled with limpets, and the rest controllers. So you can have a whole bunch of limpets out at once.
And you said something about getting the Bravo version, not the Alpha version of the limited trawler.
Yes, the A goes 1,500 meters, but lasts 720 seconds. The B goes 1,800 and something meters, but only lasts 420 seconds. So they go an extra, 0.3 of a kilometer. And I think the range,
since the short lifespan they have in a combat zone, indeed having the extra meters is more important, I think, than the extra seconds.
Yep, I think so.
Okay.
And it works. I mean, especially if you're low on those types of materials that you get here. I'm pretty full on a lot of them, but I'll later when we take a break to go cash in, get new limpets, I'll just, go and downgrade them or upgrade them to other things. So that
Indeed, it doesn't matter if you need them or not. You can trade them in for something else you need.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And the video has a list of what you gather here. There's a specific list of things that you can get here, so you know what to trade away.
It's given me the impetus to get my altar count up with the engineers, so I can just do a 2-man effort between the two of us.
In a cutter, you can do this alone. I've done this alone a whole mess of times. Just get mass clinicians in a system that we need to move influence, and just go and just park. And I don't have to have a huge healing beam, so I put a size 3 efficient pulse turret on there, and they just fire at will. My limpets just do their own thing, and I never move. I just sit there near the center.
Low intensity or high intensity?
Oh, high intensity, of course. Low intensity, there's too many small ships. Although, with this build out, small isn't a problem because you don't need to maneuver at all. But I think the drops from Anacondas is a little bit higher than the percentage of rarer things from small ships. Plus, when I do this solo, I have a size 8 shield, and this one I only have the 6/8 prismatic.
Yeah, please remind me that I complete my power play thingy this week, so I can go back to Ashling again. I forgot to do it last week, so whoa. I'm now 10 weeks, 12 weeks with a power.
I've done that before. After
Sounds like Thursday morning. Oh yeah, I forgot something,
I have to wait till like Tuesday to be able to buy my rewards this week, and I can swap powers again.
Well, my old phone is still dead, but I managed to revive one of my old, really old phones, and then I only had needed an adapter for the SIM card.
Is that what you use for Discord, your phone?
Well, I tried it before. Now it's my PC again.
Good.
But my PC had also some, well, bratty moments, so I was scanning it for defect memory or something else, but nothing wrong.
I spent a day this week doing maintenance around the house here on computers. Re-imaged this one, just cleaned it all up and saved a new image of it, so I have something more update than my last one. Did a bunch of work on other Windows computers in the house, and then upgraded my son's Raspberry Pi storage from 8 gigabytes to 32 because it was constantly getting full, and then it wouldn't update anymore.
Oh yeah, I got my Raspberry Pi working now. I still need to configure it for something I want, but it's so easy.
Oh yeah, it's fun little projects to do with that.
I got an old lumpy desktop next to me that I also wanted to configure for something, but the Raspberry Pi is, well, it's smaller, and I believe it's also cheaper, in what it uses in current. So.
I'm sure it's cheaper than any old desktop, that's for sure.
So soon I will have a wall at my house full of Raspberry Pis.
I believe you could do this in a group even with Pythons, and it would work fine because the Python's got the power and the distributor to handle it. And plenty of cargo space to hold limpets to do this for an hour and a half or so.
Or T9 or T10?
Yeah, probably. I don't know if they've got tough enough shields to stand up to this. That'd be the biggest problem that the Python would have.
Prismatics on. If the type now you have that extra size 8 slot now, so if you put a prismatic on it.
Oh yeah.
Hey guys, what did you use for your shield generator in regards to the secondary?
I have not engineered this prismatic with the new engineering yet. This is the old engineering. And it's strictly thermal, but I'm not re-rolling it because
it's better.
I have secondaries on it that I can't get that are a big plus. Like I think the thermal, grade 5 thermal, you take a 20% hit on your kinetic resistances. And this one's 9.
Got it.
So I'm not re-rolling this one. I'm gonna pledge again and get some more size 6s.
I hear ya. This one's just like a brand new one, so I'm trying to figure out if it's like we call it multi-weave or.
I have used multi-weave on ships. I have used high capacity, and there's one other one.
Double brace. Fast charge.
Fast charge is good if you wanted to recharge quick. I'd use that on a bi-weave. Multi-weave's good on a bi-weave, makes it a little bit stronger.
Yeah, except the resistance goes
capacity.
down quite a bit.
Right. High capacity I used on my A that I've got on my other Python. And I think I did a force block on that to bring my kinetic up a little bit. I think there's a bunch of different ways to go about it now and get something pretty close to even numbers on your resistances.
FDev hasn't even acknowledged my ticket.
Hey, buddy.
What's up, Revenge?
What happened? Won't.
Well, I think they're not gonna waste time fixing that one station landing pad over one player.
It'll be a while before you get a response. 2 to 3 days. You only put it in yesterday.
I know, but they usually get an email back, some routine email saying, "Hey, we acknowledge it." I'm just going to move on to the next destination.
I got a customer satisfaction survey from them for a ticket that I had opened, and they asked me how their support was, and I said, well, I put in a ticket for support with a sound problem in the game. And the response that I got was that I should turn the sound down or off. So I'm very unhappy with your support. It was unprofessional and not helpful.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they even told you to do that. But you're totally right. It's not.
That was not a satisfactory response.
No problem, you know?
Oh, here's how you fix that problem. You turn it off. Not. Hey, I have a problem. I can't land my ship on a landing pad on an asteroid base. Oh, turn the game off. That'll fix the problem.
Get autopilot. Yeah.
No, autopilot won't fix it. His ship physically will not fit on the landing pad because it's an asteroid base and there's a rock that sticks out of the wall in the way.
Well, actually, it's because they have the landing pads dug into the ground, so they figured that there's no way on Earth Beluga was going to go exploring. So when I went to go land my Beluga there, the little thing would light up, but it wouldn't let me land because my nose kept bumping into the
physically fit.
Physically, yeah, won't fit. And they cut and paste every single landing pad, so I tried it on 2 or 3 different landing pads. And
they're all the same.
They're all the same. Crazy.
Yep.
But I'm thinking last night, I go, son of a gun, they're not going to waste time fixing it, so I just may as well just move on.
Yep. They're going to send you some unsatisfactory...
Well, they'll go, no, gee, you're not trying hard enough.
And then in a few days after that, they're going to send you a customer satisfaction survey. You can let them know you're completely unsatisfied with the support that you've gotten.
I'm going to fake a lawsuit from Sal Kruger based on business discrimination.
Okay.
Dear FDev, as a representative of Sal Kruger, I wish to lodge an affirmative complaint and make a demand that you repair your landing pads so that our patrons...
Make sure you post it on Reddit as well, man. Make sure you post it on Reddit as well.
That'll get upvoted like crazy on the Reddit.
Make it look real enough, and also make sure that there are some puns in it. People will love it.
Yeah, I'm going to file it in the court of Beagle Point so that it takes a while for me to get out
there. Neutral grounds, Hutton Orbital.
Yeah!
You require your representative to appear in Hutton Orbital or at Beagle Point, one or the other.
Anyways, I'm just going to move on.
Aha, 59 of 72. Almost done the second mission. It's nice because the missions give mission rewards that aren't available out here to be picked up.
I'm just deleting all I'm deleting all those extra missions that we get during this.
Oh, the ones that pop up in your messages?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, since they started doing that, and it's, I mean, my message log is 1 million long. I don't even look. I've never looked in there in 3 weeks. There's hundreds of them. Every time you take a passenger mission, you get several messages. It just floods your message box. It's useless.
Yeah, you need a filter for it. It's okay that they put it there, but you need a filter for it now.
Well, I filter out the messages from the passengers, but then there's still updates from the mission giver that you get, you know, several of each time you do a passenger mission, and those don't get filtered out. So I don't even use my messages anymore. It's useless. And how about bulk deletion? You know, I need to bulk delete everything that's older than 7 days old.
Yeah, that makes gone. That would make sense.
Would fail the FDev logic flowchart test. I know. Any progress on that? You've been working on that, I know.
Well, the premise is an error. There's no logic.
No, I was thinking about creating a big book of FDev laws, you know, the laws of elite, you know. And now rule number 6, for example, if it makes sense, we're not going to implement it, stuff like that, you know.
Well, my point is that you may as well make a flowchart or a chart of the number of virgins at University of Florida after 4 years, because the answer will be 0. The premise is an error.
Virgins or snowflakes? What did you say?
Virgins. There's a legend at University of Florida in Gainesville that every time a virgin graduates from University of Florida, a brick flies out of this tower they have there called Century Tower. That thing's been standing now for about 90 years. Yeah, that place is a mess.
Didn't you tell me your daughter went to college there?
No, the Florida State University, thank you very much. That's an eminent scholarly location as opposed to University of Florida.
I knew that. I was messing with you.
I know you knew that. But you know it's a red button of mine. A friend of mine said, yeah, hey, your university, the place you graduated from, that used to be a girls' school, ha ha. I go, yeah, the ratio when I was there was 2 girls to every 1 man. University of Florida, it's the reverse. Which would you rather go to? And then I punched him. Yeah, University of Florida, Florida State, we don't like each other very much.
Nope. It's a pretty good rivalry there.
My poor brother, he's got kids that graduated from both.
So he gets to hear the rivalry in his own house, like on Thanksgiving when the family's together?
Well, thank God he's a psychiatrist, because otherwise he'd be insane. We literally would apologize to each other like before November came up, because, you know, that's when the rivalry gets to play itself out. In advance, we would apologize to each other for the horrible things we were going to say about each other once the game started. Brutal. I am going to stop complaining about FDev after seeing that video about Star Citizen.
I think it's a very healthy thing to complain about FDev. As long as you're complaining your life, you know.
Did you see the video I posted
means
about
you're still
Star
caring.
Citizen?
No, I didn't see it.
The people who have invested in it, that game since its beginning, have created their own terminology for the changes that happen to their contracts. You know, they'll buy a right to have unlimited insurance, and they're told, hey, because you paid these, you know, hundreds of dollars, we're going to give you unlimited insurance on your ships. And then, of course, the developer will give that to someone else for nothing or something. And so they'll go to complain about their contract, and they call that unmelting. They melt and unmelt contracts over there. It's insane.
It's like I told Kunji. This game, if it was being developed by a traditional software house, what we're playing right now, that we've been playing for four years or more, what we're at right now would be an early alpha release that you might or might not be able to play depending on whether or not they put it on early access. You know, so yeah, we complain about it, but we have something to play and enjoy mostly. The alternative is there'd be nothing to play. We'd be playing Freelancer on DOSBox.
Ooh. Well, remember that last time I said that the amount of people that are actually supporting FDev, you know, the White Knights, it's just crazy. What was it, 2 days ago I posted something on Reddit, and it was very negative against FDev, you know, about not doing quality control and stuff like that. And I was on voice with Plague, and I just had to laugh because I was watching my karma points there, -1, -2, -3, you know, it just got voted away because people didn't like that. And I said, well, it was a topic about the new ship kits. And I said, well, I'm not going to buy anything because the long-term problems we still have with incensing and stuff, you know. Oh, yeah. There are other stuff going on, like not even be able to sort your friends alphabetically. And not to mention all the new problems we have, like that, what was it, that FSD booster that they just introduced in game and they already removed from game because it doesn't work like intended, you know.
Great.
So I didn't say I just hate it. I said I'm not going to spend money in the game because, and I gave a couple of arguments, but it just got voted away, you know, just got voted away.
Anybody played Interstellar Rift?
Nope.
Okay, so I'm out of limpets, and I kind of want to go engineer a grade 5 weapons focused.
You need to stay until mine and Fenrock's are empty, and then he's leaving, so then we'll take a break.
To be honest,
Why don't you
I'll be going in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes, and then we'll break and return in missions and get new missions and try different build.
Cool.
Was that Happy? Happy.
It was.
Yeah.
Who was it?
I was Happy.
Synthesis. Go check your synthesis menu. See if you've got materials to be able to synthesize limpets.
Yeah, I do. I'll do that now. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I thought you couldn't synthesize when you get attacked.
Oh yeah, you can synthesize limpets all day long.
No, that must be, no, you can't. It'll cancel if you get hit.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
That's crazy since you're doing it internally in your ship and they're going into a cargo rack.
I think it's for balance.
Another thing that doesn't make any sense.
I think it's for balancing heat sinks because it's the same way with heat sinks. So I don't know. That sucks.
Sinks are an external module, so that makes sense. But limpets are internal in your cargo rack until you launch them. And the controller is an internal module, so that makes no sense whatsoever.
I was able to get one off.
Whatever.
My limpets are dying in droves because they're trying to collect things and they're just getting blasted.
Well, I just avoided an unfortunate tragic. I was flying towards you guys and was like, yeah, why is my fuel scope not working? Because I have no fuel scope with me.
Yep.
And I don't want to end up in the cold dark space, so yeah.
Oh, do you need rescuing?
No, not yet.
Because you can just open a window and put a Dixie cup out and scoop up some fuel that way.
Yeah, there was something about opening a window while in space. I'm not quite sure what it was again. I have to look that up in my manual.
You got a spacesuit on. You'd be fine.
It's not even you, remember. This is all...
Actually, most people will be fine for approximately 1 minute. It's about, the default is about 2 minutes that you die in space, so 1 minute is about that you can survive while being conscious.
Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
But not looking forward to that.
Alright,
Still have to remember that. And how effective is this American?
For
I mean,
what?
a long time.
I'm doing this mostly for
Kills.
mission kills, combat.
Yeah, don't take... I mean, it takes a while to kill everything with pulse. The more... If there was another one of us, obviously it'd go quicker. 3 is getting through them, but I think we've done... I don't know, I've done about 140, I think. Can't remember what the 2 sizes of the kills were. Might have been a couple of 70s.
I had a 90 and a 72 that I've completed, and I've started on my 3rd one. And, you know, went through 500 limpets and picked up stuff. Not 500 things.
Can you abandon limpets?
Sure.
So you could loan Happy some limpets?
No, not that.
No, can't do that.
Like, but it takes up cargo space. That's interesting.
Limpets go collect them, the canisters.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, you can dub limpets because it's cargo.
Right, but somebody else can't pick them up and then use them as limpets. They're cargo then.
There are no more. I mean,
Really shit.
I don't think you can do that.
Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired.
I think a friendly got.
Yep, you just
We
shot
got-
that anaconda. You gotta go. Alright, time to go.
It was a Type 9 that just didn't want to leave my beam.
I guess that would make too much sense since it's cargo
Everybody
to
out.
be able to abandon it.
Frameshift drive charging. 4,
Everybody leaving?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm just pinging out. I'm gonna call it there for now because I gotta go off to the airport. That was Vela, wasn't it? We came from.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Yes.
I'm gonna go get a weapons focused distributor.
That'll help. I might
I can
have
use-
enough materials now to go ahead and do my grade 5 on mine.
I'm gonna drop into Vela and leave my ship there for a bit.
Turn in all your bonds and missions and stuff.
Yeah. I got 2 to do.
Just a quick question: does anyone know how you can get those large cargo containers for that are corrosive resistant? So the 16 tons instead of the 2 tons.
Yeah, you go to a human technology trader and pay them the materials to unlock it, and then you can buy them.
Ooh. Lots of them.
Yeah, it's iron and a couple
And
other
now
things.
tells you what to do.
Oh yeah. And they'll even tell you where to go and get them.
That's even better.
The traders, where they're at.
Tell you where to go?
Based on your location, where the nearest traders are.
Yeah. You can buy meta alloys from Danielle's Hope, I think.
Why? Why?
There's a station that sells.
You can harvest them one jump away. The system next to it. It's a complete barnacle forest over there.
Yeah,
all for free.
You'll need a few of those. That's part of the unlock. And then Neofabric insulation, I think you get them from running missions, and you get one of those missions that gives you 20 or 30 of them, and you have plenty to unlock it.
Oh, that's not materials, it's commodity, like?
It's a cargo, I think it's cargo, but you get it from mission rewards.
Yeah, okay. No, it's not something I'm going to do right now. That's something I have to plan to do in the future then.
There's a small group from MCRN that's delivering Thargoid sensors to the CG location.
Mm-hmm.
Because the CG is for Privateers Alliance.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
You know, seemed like the right thing to do because they're such nice fellers.
But I already have a plan B for Privateers Alliance. I posted that picture. Not sure if you saw it, because Local was mentioning it.